Micro, small and medium enterprises, MSMEs, form the backbone of most African economies, and investment in this segment is a major source of growth, innovation and job creation, contributing 38% of sub-Saharan Africa's GDP. In Uganda, MSMEs contribute 20% to GDP and create 90% of non-farm jobs in the country. Uganda is a very entrepreneurial country, with 28% of the adult population engaged in self-employment. Further, when it comes to female entrepreneurship, Uganda is a world leader and ranks as the #3 country worldwide for female entrepreneurs. However, the levels of industrialization are still very low. Industrialization is important because it not only has the highest ratio of employment as a sector, but is also the way that Uganda can earn more of the profit share from its resources by adding value to its endowment of agricultural and natural resources. But for these entrepreneurial youth, the barriers to entry to entering manufacturing are very high because they do not have the productive assets to start manufacturing or to use as collateral to get bank financing to buy industrial land, build a factory and buy machinery. How do we address that? How do these youth entrepreneurs, the industrial titans of tomorrow, get their foot in the door and get started? Lugazi Industrial Park is looking to innovate in this area and develop ready-to-use industrial production space where entrepreneurs can lease already set up factories and warehouses and even lease shared industrial machinery, overcoming the high costs required to start up as a manufacturer. Lugazi Industrial Park is setting up a turnkey, a 100-acre industrial park in Lugazi, Mukono, that will specifically focus on serving SMEs, inclusive of the provision of dedicated infrastructure, shared services, and shared machinery for hire. The park will grow to house over 25 small to medium-sized manufacturers under lease, lease-to-own, and purchase options.
Lugazi Industrial Park is owned by a private investor of Uganda nationality. It is certified by LMC, that is Lugazi Municipal Council, and Uganda Investment Authority, and that was in 2019 located along one of the major transit routes, and that is Jinja Highway. That is approximately 1.5 kilometers from the CBD of Jinja.
The most important thing that this park has in particular is its location, because it is located on the gateway to the country.
The Kampala-Jinja-Mombasa highway is our major export route. It is also our major import route. For all the imports that come through the country, you find that 90% of them go through the Kampala-Jinja Malaba up to Mombasa highway. So situating an industrial park along this route is very advantageous, because it is able to get all the inputs in real time, but also give out the exports that are going through this route in real time.
So that already provides a uniqueness.
Lugazi Industrial Park boasts of its acreage, which is about 120 acres, of which some investors have already bought their portions. And we are remaining with a very big chunk of land for other investors to come in.
We set up the industrial park in line with the government initiatives on industrial park as a way of increasing productivity in the area. We also thought of it as a way of stimulating innovation, especially along the Eastern Transit Route. And the setup of the park was also done in a way in which we would lessen greenhouse emissions. This can further be explained by having these industries within one place. We'll be able to control the emissions of each individual industry within a desired limit.
We have done a feasibility study that has guided us on what the project should look like. Initially, the site was earmarked for agricultural land use, which we degazetted. Currently, it is earmarked for industrial use.
Sometimes the biggest hindrances to investment, especially in production, is actually some of these basic things like three-phase power, access roads, and sewage disposal. So once those things are put in place as being done in this park, I think it goes a long way in encouraging investment, which we all look forward to.
We realize there are challenges that need to be addressed to best suit the site for the proposed use. One was the infrastructure, the road network, the water mains, the electricity, all which, as we speak, are within the site.
We set up the industrial park in line with the government initiatives on industrial park as a way of increasing productivity in the area.
In our design, we have a lagoon which is supposed to cater or accommodate for waste from the park, since we are environment conscious.
This park will be a powerful and impactful solution that will drive direct and indirect job creation and provide income generation and security for thousands of entrepreneurs, predominantly youthful entrepreneurs with low access to capital to set up industrial capacity, and for the millions of smallholder farmers and rural lives that their small-scale industries will support. The core ethos of the park will be value addition, creating export earnings, driving import substitution, increasing tax revenues, and propelling inclusive industrialization. In time, the park will enable its constituent SMEs to upgrade to higher value-added industrial activities. In short, the Lugazi Industrial Park will be an enabler and a breeding ground for the next generation of Uganda's industrial titans. Lugazi Industrial Park is a Ugandan registered industrial park located at Chisasi, Lugazi in Buikwe district, 200 meters off the new Kampala-Jinja highway and 1.5 kilometers from the standard gauge railway.
Our expectation is that the industrial park will boost employment, especially for the youth. So there's so many industries that we expect to be attracted here.
Having had access to an array of services such as human resource, because of the already existing farms and outgrowers, created an opportunity for labor force within the locality. And as such, labor being one of the factors that influenced production was a plus.
It will generate a lot of taxes because when investors come up, they pay taxes, both local, like property rates, and also national taxes, VAT and others. So we expect it will boost our economy so greatly.
Industries within the park will be subject to local taxes, property rates, and these rates these rates will be able to go back to the local government to help develop in and around Lugazi as a whole.
Lugazi Industrial Park has many investors so far right now, and some of them are GMS, that is Joint Medical Store, which is about to construct 4 major pharmaceutical industries or factories, which I totally believe that the people or the population of Lugazi Municipal Council will enjoy. Furthermore, we have Tondeka Metro Bus Company on board. We are soon finalizing the transaction with them. We also have UDB planning to bring in SMEs, workshops, provide workshops for SMEs. And the Municipal Council is also planning to make a very big, to open up a very big parking yard for the trucks that are carrying goods from outside and entering Uganda.
From a joint medical store perspective, we did acquire land. We are happy with the progress in terms of the access roads and other amenities. So we look forward to the completion of the necessary infrastructure so that it can be fully serviced.
Lugazi Industrial Park is to cover up the gap that has been between the suburbs of Wakiso, that is Namanve, and up to Jinja. Around that area, we lack a space for big trucks or long trucks parking. Lugazi Industrial Park is providing this with accommodation very soon and good security. The prices of land within the industrial park are, I should say, affordable in relation to other industrial parks. And we also have payment plans for the investors that have shown interest in the park.
This is a pole and strategic location, especially when the standard gauge railway comes into play, which also follows the main meter gauge railway. This is going through Jinja. We'll see this park coming up and building very fast.
For the first time, Lugazi is knowing that we have a place which is for industries. Then we have gazetted commercial places, gazetted residential places. So in terms of proper physical planning, is quite a plus.
The park boasts 3-phase high-voltage electricity supply, water supply, a waste treatment plant, and an established road network within the park, as well as the tax benefits of being a registered industrial park. The park benefits from a partnership with the Lugazi Municipal Council, which has helped avail all shared amenities. Lugazi Industrial Park is looking for like-minded partners to bring to life this exciting vision for the future of Ugandan industry. Let's work together to catalyze industrialization and youthful entrepreneurship in the country.
We believe this is a project that's going to change the industrial landscape within the belt.
We want to encourage private players to come in and develop industrial parks for this nation, because then we shall be able to achieve the objectives in the National Development Plan 3, as well as achieving the middle income status.